might be a bit too cheesy. Oh boy, how much I love lame jokes. Well, why? Because I don't know, it just seems funny and lame at the same time, which also makes it funny. But why? I mean, I wanted to start off with a light note so that you guys don't sleep. But why? I don't know, man. I guess that is how crowds work, I guess. So, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Why is my name Palash? Because it's the state flower of Madhya Pradesh and it's very pretty, perhaps like me. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about a topic, finding your why. From childhood to graduation to probably corporates, we've been told to memorize something, a concept, a formula, to walk in a straight line, to draw inside boxes, and to follow rules. I once asked my friend who was monotonously mugging up physics formulas. I asked him, why are you mugging the formulas? And he said, to pass. To pass and not to learn? But is that what life is all about? To pass and not to fail? Is that what we've been taught? To just ask, to not ask questions, to stop asking yourself, why? Ladies and gentlemen, I want to share a story with you guys. So, May of 2023, I got the opportunity to travel solo to Banaras to film a documentary. Me being a wanderlust, I came across a temple, Ma Durga Devi temple. Some of you might be familiar with that. Ma Durga Devi temple. As soon as I entered the temple, there was a sign which read, "Gentlemen not belonging to the Hindu religion are requested to not enter." We're in 2023 and that board is still there. I froze. I froze in front of the sign and the only thought that came into my mind was, why? Tens of thousands of people enter and leave the temple on a regular basis. No one stops in front of the board and asks, why? Sometimes I am scared of asking why. The word why. Because it has the power for allowing one to finding themselves, leaving everything and following their dreams. But it also has the power to destroy an entire society if we challenge the norms and ask together, why? But why are we afraid to ask why? Why are we so hesitant to ask ourselves why? Well, because why is something which is always going to be present in our life as a stereotype. When I was young, I used to be so curious. I used to ask questions to my mom, to my dad, to my sister, to my grandma. Why is the gas on? Why is the water boiling? Why is the water cold? Why is the water not hot? Why are we going there? Why are we not going there? Why am I wearing what I am wearing today? And well, as we grow up, we stop asking ourselves, why? Ladies and gentlemen, tell me, when was the last time you paused in your life and asked yourself, why? When was the last time, just think at the back of your mind, keep thinking. When was the last time you stopped and asked, why am I doing this? Why am I who I am today? Think of this as this way. When was the last time, or in short, why we are afraid to ask why is because it takes courage. It takes courage to come to acceptance that yes, this is something which I need to ask myself. Why and when are two words which you need to remember in your life. Ladies and gentlemen, tell me, will you ever go out on a street in a rally and protest against any government and ask them why? Will you go to your principal's office and ask them, why does this rule exist? No? Yes? Anyone? Yes? 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 Let me ask you a question. Why are you who you are today? Right? So, in my introduction, they introduced me as a PCM student. So I've opted for physics, chemistry, mathematics, and computer science. But honestly, My why lies in political science, international relations, global studies, and advocacy. You know, I was always scared to ask myself, why am I studying science? Why am I not studying humanities? It was countless nights of confusion, attending lectures with indecisiveness. But I was this close to believing that yes, I might actually have a career in science. And God knows if I hadn't asked myself why, I might be a nerdy kid who locks himself in a room and studies for 12 hours a day. And thank God I asked myself the why, and I'm standing here right in front of you as a Secretary General. So, it can be a decision, it can be amalgamation of decisions, but ultimately it's all about courage. Sometimes we do not have the courage to ask ourselves why. You know, I would recommend, or I would explain it to you guys as a way.
Lighting shoes.
Where a child,
We've all seen that in
a 6 or a 4-year-old child, normal shoes, and not the child with the fancy
sparkle
normal shoes.
Right?
The child goes and asks his mom,
Mom, why am I not wearing those sparkly shoes?
why am I not wearing it? Why am I the only one who's not wearing it? Right? When kids have the courage to ask it, why don't we have the courage to ask it? When kids can question decisions which are made by higher authorities, why can't we? I mean, after all, we're much more intellectual, mature, and grown up, and capable to taking our own decisions and thoughts. When was the last time that all of you came to decision by your own? When was the last time that you decided to challenge the norms and ask why? Anyone? Exactly. This is what I'm talking about. Courage. Courage to ask your why. It's not easy, I would say. Again, it's not an overnight process of asking or discovering who you are by asking your why. But gathering the courage is a one-time thing. You only get the courage to ask yourself why once in your lifetime. And you need to stretch your hand, grab that opportunity, and make it yours. Because if you miss that, if you miss asking yourself, why am I here? Why am I who I am today? You wouldn't be who you would want to be. Some of you might want to be astrophysicists. Some of you might want to be artists. Some of you might want to be musicians. But it does take courage to ask yourself the why, doesn't it? So, in short, my entire talk, I want you guys to take it as a handbook. A handbook to live your life your way. To break the line and walk wherever you want. To not draw inside the boxes and make a wonderful art. To not only follow the rules, but challenge them. My speech, my talk, my idea is not to be chaotic, is not to be destructive, but rather to be curious. To be curious as a little kid. Because inside all of you is a 6th grader or a 4-year-old who asks his mother or his father, why? And from this talk, I want you guys to remember a wrong time to ask yourselves the why. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to conclude on a thanking note and on an inspiring note to always and always be curious, be a kid, ask questions, take the most power and authority of the word why. This word right here can change your life if you put your mind, your heart, your soul, and courage into it. With that, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This was Palash Mamtaney.